together with you till the net starts. This is N2RZZ.
You got it, Mark. I was just noticing the time as well. We'll be hanging out for the Southern Tier Digital Voice Net at 7 o'clock. Here's N2 QFD.
W2FJH. Hey, thanks, for Mal. Hey, thanks, for Mark. This is W2FJH. We'll be starting the STNY Digital VoiceNet here in just about 5 minutes. We do have NetLogger up and running. For those folks that wish to check in through NetLogger, you can find NetLogger at netlogger.org. We also do have Google Meet up and running. If you wish to join us on Google Meet, you can find the link at stnydmr.net. And for those folks that are Vera members or members of the Vera Discord group, we also are live streaming into their voice chat. So we see you folks in just about 5 minutes here. This is W2FGH. This is W2FJH bringing up the STNY Digital VoiceNet on Brandmaster Talk Group 31367, Wires X Room 83721, and live stream to Google Meet, YouTube, and Discord. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital VoiceNet is to foster an active digital voice community in the southern tier of New York and to provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. While this net is primarily for the southern tier, all stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power stations. We currently do have 4 other stations besides myself checked in this evening, so the net would like to recognize K3BYC Carlton, N2QFD Nell, N2RZZ Mark, and N2NRA Cliff. All right, when checking in, please give your call sign, your name, and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so let's open it up for any and all stations that would like to check into the STNY Digital Voice Net this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, but we'll give it one more go. For any and all stations that would like to check into the STNY Digital Voice Net this evening, please call now. All right, didn't hear anything, but I did see 8030. I was another talk group I was monitoring. 3136 New York statewide. I'm guessing he might have been wanting to check in this evening. So I do have you down there, Danny. Or sorry, Denny. All right, maybe a short net this evening. Let's kick things off. If there's any announcements for the net, please call now. All right, no announcements. Just want to make a quick mention for any mothers that are possibly listening in. Happy Mother's Day. All right, moving in for questions. Any questions for the net this evening? Please call now. All right, no questions either, so we will move in for comments. The next topic this evening is: do you speak or study a second language, and do you use it to or listen for it on ham radio? This next topic was given by Cliff and to NRA. All right, so top of my list is K3BYC Carlton. How was your week?
This is K3BYC, Carlton from Darlington, Maryland. Thank you, Frank, for taking the net, and good evening to everyone who's checked in. Had a great day. Very, very nice weather. A little bit of rain, and looks like it's going to cool off a little bit tomorrow. But went to church today with my daughter and her family, and then we had a cookout at her house. So always enjoying getting together with the family. And yesterday I got together with my son and and his kids. So I got to see everybody this weekend. It's always great with family. As far as the net topic, I don't speak a second language. I know in high school, back in the I did 4 years of French. We only had a choice of either 2 years of Latin or take French. They only had they said if you needed at least three to get into college. So I don't know how the others made out that well. Anyway, I did not need it for my major in college. So I never studied a foreign language after that. I did not use any of it. So I strictly Anna and any other of um, XYLs who may be listening or checking in. This is K3BYC, back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Carlton, and glad you get to spend some time with the family there. So, all right, very good. All right, we'll move on down to N2QFDAL. How was your week?
This is N2QFD. That was a good week here. Just the normal stuff by and large. The Cuca Lake Amateur Radio Association had a contest this weekend, Saturday. They did a VHF simplex contest. So I did sneak out and make a few contacts, hilltopping. Uh, as I was talking with N2RZZ, worked with a little bit of Meshtastic this weekend. The Apple CarPlay, I think that's the Bridge app that Apple has for your onboard communications between your cell phone and your car, is now working with Meshtastic. So mobile operations can be hands-free. So I'll probably be traveling with that a little bit more. And otherwise, yeah, nice sunny afternoon. Called mom, had a nice chat. And when it comes to languages, I've had to study a lot of different languages. Although English is the default for amateur radio here, uh, there is there are some interesting language groups on DMR, including some exotic ones like Esperanto. I've put it in the radio, although I've never heard any traffic in Esperanto. You never know. Maybe we'll catch that sometime. So we'll turn it back to net control from N2QFD.
Hey, very good there, man. Good you got a chance to participate in that VHS simplex one. Yeah, I'm always always thinking it'd be great to have a simplex contest around here or something, but yeah, at the same time, sometimes I'm just too busy trying to participate in some of that stuff. So good you got a chance there. And yeah, that's interesting that they're trying to incorporate more Meshtastic into I guess more like mainstream devices, which would be very good for any sort of disaster relief or disaster scenarios. To be able to get out by other means as well. So, all right, very good there. All right, we'll move on down to N2RZZ. Mark, how was your week?
Yeah, here is N2RZZ. We had a pretty decent week this week, although uh, because of the rain, I've had to put off some reconfiguration of my dipole, my high frequency dipole antenna, and hoping we'll get a little break in the weather coming up. Um, yeah, and um, was not real radioactive this week, but it did a few things. Chased some POTA. I logged the Friday night slow scan TV net, which both Mal and Cliff are part of. And other than that, we today for Mother's Day we drove up through Watkins Glen on our way to Penn Yan to attend church with our son and daughter-in-law, and then went over to their house in Clifton Springs for a beautiful afternoon lunch, and got home just before supper time. So we had a great day today, and happy Mother's Day uh, to all the mothers in our lives. And to our ZZ, back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Mark. And yeah, don't feel bad about not being radioactive. I've done less. So I don't think I got on the radio or anything since the last night last week. And yeah, glad you also got to spend some time with the family there today. So very good. All right, we'll move on down to N2NRA. Cliff, how was your week?
This is N2NRA, Cliff in Waverly, New York. Well, it's been busy as usual, but then with the rain, it's been difficult. And today we got a break, so I got the lawn mowed, which is a good thing. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there and respective ones as well. So as far as languages go, nada, Jozo ja arimasen, which means I'm not very good at Japanese yet. But if you want to talk about common language, amateur radios use is Morse code. So with that, we'll send it back to Net Control, W2FJH. This is N2NRA.
Hey, very good there, Cliff. And yeah, you'd be happy happy to know that I also was like, well, I'm gonna mow. If I need to mow the lawn, I got to do it today because it looks like there's gonna be quite a few days of rain coming up here. So I as well got out there and actually mowed the lawn today. So very good there. All right, we'll move on down the list to 830. Denny, how was your week?
W2FJH 83. Not bad. We're getting ready. We're heading back home Thursday, so I've been getting things ready down here to close up for until at least October. So that's always busy. Played a little bit of radio this week. I've been playing with Free DV for a while now, and there's a Tuesday night net on 7082, no, 7182, and I tried to check into that. So got to that this week and charged up the battery here on the DMR radio. All the stuff that I'm looking at, all the stuff that's got to go back north. It's a job. And as far as language goes, I took 5 years of high school German, and they only offered 4. So that gives you an idea what kind of a student I was. I know enough to know swear words in German. So W2FJH AD30.
Hey, very good there, Danny. And yeah, I know what you mean. It seems like anytime we go off for a trip or something, it feels like I might as well just throw wheels on the house and just take the whole house with me because we pack up so much stuff. So, but all right, very good there. All right, this is W2FJH with the STNY digital voice, and I have reached the end of my list. So let's see if there's any additional stations out there that want to check in this evening. Please call now. This is Kilo Charlie 3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray Scott from Sarah. All right, and I had KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray Scott, and also NE2W. You came in. It was all broken up. I couldn't understand you, but I believe you were checking in there. So hopefully, if you are traveling right now, hopefully we catch you in a good spot when we come down to you there. So. All right. For now, we'll move on down to KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray. Scott, how was your week?
This is KC3WVX. Work week wasn't bad. Been a busy weekend. Uh, just got home from my parents' house a little while ago. Spent another day down there sorting things out, unpacking things they've had stored in sheds for years, trying to get ready for a estate sale at the end of the month, and that's always been a treat. And I'll be so glad when that's over with. Uh, did go to Chuck E. Cheese's yesterday for the grandson's birthday party. They had a blast there. Uh, guess that's about all I got to add for right now. I'm just glad that I get to sit down and relax a little bit for a change. This is KC3WBX.
Hey, very good there, Scott. And yeah, you mentioned Chuck E. Cheese, and I was thinking I gotta bring Lillian down there at some point, and I don't think I've ever been to a Chuck E. Cheese before. So, from my understanding, have to go there. You have to be there with children. So, you can't just go there just for pizza or something sometimes. So, I guess right now I have the ticket in and everything. So I might as well and have Lillian go down there, have some pizza, and see if she likes all the arcade games and things like that. So it'll be really good. So. All right. We'll see if Ed, NEW, is in a good spot right now. Ed, how was your week? Hey, sorry about that, Ed. Yeah, at least on my end, you came through. You had about 54% packet loss though, and it wasn't legible to me of what you were saying. So I'll make a note here, and then I'll try to circle back to you, and maybe you're in a better spot then. So. All right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice, and once again, I've reached the end of my list, so let's see if there's any additional stations out there that I'd like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. I would like to go back to Ed, but first we're just going to open it up for any additional stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. So let's give Ed one more shot. Maybe he's in a better cell phone reception area. So, Ed, NEGW, how was your week? I'm sorry about that, Ed. That go around too, it really wasn't much better there. But we do appreciate you stopping by for the net and everything. So, all right, let's make this final call here. For any last minute check-ins or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, and concerns, please call now. All right, hearing nothing then, we might as well wrap things up here. I'd like to thank Carlton, Mal, Mark, Cliff, Denny, Scott, and Ed for joining me this evening. We'll be returning this talk group back to normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there. This is W2FJH, and I'll be listening.